Hello YouTube, Dbtgamer show, Pokemon Boys Play, part 53. My last part YouTube, me and Adam shouted at the world of gaming for throwing manuals away, and I tried to
Yeah, we completely went off topic because we finally realised that this debate is just sort of self-defeating.
So I ended up talking about Song of the Black Knight, how simple the motion controls were in that. I also talked about Unleash, where the motion controls were absolutely shit and you didn't want to use them because when you're playing as the Werehog. But when you're playing as Sonic, they were okay. Because they weren't in it.
Yeah. So the motion controls were alright when they weren't there.
Yeah. So, Sega, you only do motion controls right when you make House of the Dead. So,
which is a rail shooter and doesn't need motion controls.
Top tip here, Sega. If you're gonna make a motion control game, stick with rail shoot because you can do them right.
I don't think I'll bother answering to this because he's pretty much destroyed himself.
Now let's talk about you again. That motion control.
Sake.
That motion controls were good in.
We've tried. This is the fourth part you've tried this, dude.
I'm gonna talk about you again. That motion.
You're bombing badly. There's a huge crater where that hole you were digging used to be. I'm pretty sure I can see China.
I'm going to talk about looking at when motion controls were good.
Go on.
Right,
it's done now.
I'm trying to remember which game I was going to talk about here. You've lost my train of thought here. Curse you, Adam. Pause cam, I need to cut my game shelf.
Yeah.
One quick bookshelf look later. Right, I'd like to talk about Mario Kart now, YouTube. Now, Mario Kart Wii, the game, if you bought the Special Edition pack, like I did, it came with a free steering wheel. Now,
another useless peripheral.
According to Nintendo, when they designed the Wii wheel, it owned 20 prototypes to get it right. If you look online...
20 prototypes to get a steering wheel right?
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous, but yeah. If you look online, YouTube...
You ever think someone's got a hell of a lot too much time on their hands? If
you look online, YouTube, I think if you're typing Wii wheel prototypes, you can actually look at all the prototypes they went through. Well, so I've been told it's online, this diagram of all the prototypes, but I've never looked myself, but I've been told that it's there.
Or alternatively, you could just... 20 prototypes for a fucking steering wheel! Do these people have cars? I'm pretty sure they have cars in Japan. Just walk out, go to their car, think, right, it's a circle with the thing in the middle and the bottom for holding on to. It's usually got little... it's ergonomically comfortable. Let's get that and scale it down so you can fit a Wii controller in the middle, and then it's perfect.
Now, as for the Wii wheel itself, I have to say, it's half decent. It works to a certain extent. If you quickly turn, it doesn't work. But if you slowly turn, it works.
Bear in mind, a racing game is all about reflexes, and you need to turn quickly at points.
So, let's say you've got a big turn coming up. You've got to turn.
It's not the big.
You've got to turn slightly before you need to turn. You've got to sort of compensate for the Wii's controls by turning before the corner.
Or alternatively, press the direction button when you need to turn.
So, in Mario Kart, actually, my sister has actually mastered the way of turning in Mario Kart, and she's...
The poor woman.
And she can actually beat me with a controller. So, if you can get good...
So she's had time on her hands to actually master the thing. Whoop-de-fuck nuts.
If you can get good at this, you can actually beat someone with a controller. When I reviewed the Wii...
Give me a controller, I'll beat you with it.
When I reviewed Mario Kart Wii, I talked about the Wii wheel. I call it a diarrhea piece of shit because personally I prefer an analog stick to when I'm driving games.
See, he just said he prefers using a direction analog stick to motion controls.
But the Wii wheel...
Yeah, we can see clear through to the other side of the planet now. Is that the moon rising in Japan? I believe it is.
But the Wii wheel, if you practice enough, you can learn how to use it properly and you can become a good driver with it. So it does work better than Sonic and the Secret Rings does in that effect. You know, it shows what the Wii remote can do in the hands of a good developer.
Are you ever going to actually let me talk about this now?
You're going as soon as I finish.
You've been going for 4 parts!
Yeah, well, I'm trying to put the best argument possible here, and I've got the most work here. You haven't got any work to do at all.
Basically, here's my argument. It's shit. I think what he's just said has just proved my point.
Let's see now, a different game.
It's
a different game.
It's a waste of technology. It's unimmersive, and it doesn't accomplish anything that a standard controller can't do easily and about 1,000 times better and on time.
Adam, it's not your turn.
Well, that was my argument. That's it.
I'm going to say it to you now. There's a new game I assist to play now. It's called Zack and Wiki. Zack and Wiki is a point-and-click adventure game with motion controls added in. And in certain points of the game, you have to turn a crank handle. You turn the wheel like a crank handle.
Oh, great! We reduced it to quick-time events now.
No, and
Shenmue has a lot to answer for.
And
for birthing these ass crap nuts.
And
I'm running out of swear words now. Ass crap nuts. That was the first thing that came to mind. I'm sorry about that.
But most of the motion controls work according to my sister. But I've watched reviews on this game. Apparently, the sword fight is the only thing that falls flat on its face.
Like, considering that the first thing anyone does when they pick up a Wii remote is swing it around making lightsaber noises, that's pretty much that's a big letdown.
Hmm. Now, I was playing Kirby's a Bit Yarn
for fuck's sake.
a few days ago.
Another game which I could rant about for weeks.
Kirby's a Bit Yarn has basically zero motion controls. The only time you use motion controls is to draw a train track to make your train move along. I have to say,
Again, you can't actually lose that.
I have to say, it works pretty well, and it's almost impossible to fail at.
That's because you can't die.
No, I talk about the ability to draw train tracks in the game. I'm not talking about the
you
can't die.
Well, you can't die.
I'm just talking about the fact that after less than 5 minutes practice, I sort of mastered the ability to draw a train track with this mechanic, and it worked. Whereas with Sonic and the Secret Rings, it took me about 2 weeks to get these things to work. Sega, you needed to try harder.
I really don't need to do any work with this debate, do I?
Anyway, YouTube, that's basically my argument. I like motion...
That's your argument!
Can I finish off now? I like motion controls for shooting games because I can point and it makes me look good. It makes me feel good that I can actually snipe with a handgun because of the cursor. I also like the idea of tilting the remote to tilt a unicycle. I also like the idea of shaking the remote to do a little special move or something like in, say, in Smash Bros. To use your smash move. I also like the idea that
another thing that can easily be performed by pressing, I don't know, the A button. Or is it the B button for specials?
Whatever. Cut! I also like the idea that in, what's it called now? Wii Sports Boxing, that when you're punching someone, you can actually sort of pretend you're a badass boxer. It's kind of cool. And it makes grandmas be able to play video games. That's got to be good. You know,
no, it isn't.
The more people we get to play these things, the better, I think.
No, it isn't. The last thing gamers need is ordinary people playing games. That sort of destroys our little slice of reality. When you make it available to every nutsack and his dog. The casual gamer is a gamer that deserves to die horribly. You don't play games for casual. You play video games to escape. Mainly escaping from casual fuckers.
Right. Casual gamers, here's my view on it, YouTube. I don't have a problem with casual gamers.
I haven't got anything against them with... personally, I just wish they'd stop playing games.
Can I finish? Casual gamers, I have no problem with them. But the problem I have is casual games. These days, the Nintendo DS...
Dude, you've just tried selecting the same move twice, you got no PowerPoints for it.
Sorry. These days, casual...
He's not paying attention anymore.
These days, the Nintendo DS has basically been swamped or oversaturated with these casual games, and it feels like there are less hardcore games than ever. So I would like to see more hardcore games on Nintendo's next consoles because
hardcore. Dude, the best hardcore thing that we can hope to achieve is that Mad World, and that's a cell shaded bag of shite. That I don't know. It's only
just because we have bloody, it doesn't make it hardcore.
No, that's the problem. There's no hardcore games for the Wii.
Oh, so what some people call a hardcore game, some people call Mario Galaxy a hardcore game created to Nintendo franchise that nerds that like Nintendo enjoy.
Fair enough, that's got nostalgic value. So go on.
But one thing that Nintendo are trying to do these days, TM20, let's see what it does.
Aside from remake the same game over and over and over again and expect us to buy it, which some fuckers actually do, contains rage.
Crap TM, not worth it. Rage sucks. Basically the way that rage works is somebody punches you, you get more angry, you gain more attack points, and eventually you can do damage.
Ah. So you gotta get the shit kicked out of you just to use it?
Yes.
Oh. Are we actually anywhere near this town yet?
Yes. Anyway.
Did she just call you a little cutie?
Yes. Anyway, the thing I'm trying to say is, what Nintendo's trying to do these days is basically they're introducing casual gamers by giving all these casual games like Brain Training, and they're trying to say, like, now you play Brain Training, which is a casual game, why don't you try a gamer's game like Spirit Tracks? Because I once saw an advert on the TV here several times in the week because I was broke and I had no job. And I was watching telly a lot.
Many years ago.
This happens to people, you know, it's very depressing, aside from that. You know, this girl said, this lady, she looked up at my mum's age, she said, well, I've been playing Brain Training for a while, and she said that she wanted to play a different game, and she picked up Spirit Tracks, because she heard that from gamers, it was good. I thought, a casual gamer picking up a gamer's game, you know? Nintendo's sort of like,
they're playing actual games now.
You know,
now, Brain Training, I can understand. It's something you want, and you...
I just came out on 1:40.
Alright. It's standard... It's natural for your faculties to diminish over time. And, truth be told, what the fuck is that?
That's a Wigglytuff, Adam.
Yeah.
A Wigglytuff. They evolved from a Jigglypuff, and I have to admit, what the hell? That made me say...
Stares into your soul.
Dude, you've had too much Ritalin. Anyway, go on.
Anyway, you don't want your faculties to diminish over time. So things like Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training and all the little puzzle games and
Professor Layton example.
Professor Layton, yes, that's a good one. That's a game. It's a sort of detective story where you have to actually think about it and act like a detective. You're using
puzzles to open like doors and stuff, and open like Pandora's box and stuff.
Yeah, things like that I can agree with. But casual gamers are called casual gamers because they're not actually gamers. They play games whilst they're doing something else or when they've got a few hours free. Gamers play games for hours on end. Mainly because the type of games they like usually involve a heavy plot, large story, and many different aspects of the game to explore. Most of the games that true gamers play aren't the pick up and play type, which is another reason why you want to keep a hold of your manuals. And on that note, we're actually running out of time.
So see you next part, YouTube. Bye.
I don't think I'll bother saying how crap motion controls are because I think you can work it out by now yourself. So see you later.